So let's start first by defining the word feminism. Feminism is the belief that women should be allowed the same rights, power, and opportunities as men and be treated in the same way. One of the theories that describes this is called the feminist theory. Feminist theory aims to understand the mechanisms and roots of gender inequality in education, as well as their societal repercussions. Like many other institutions of society, educational systems are characterized by unequal treatment and opportunity for women. Almost two-thirds of the world's 781 million illiterate adults are women, and the illiteracy rate among women is expected to keep increasing. When women face limited opportunities for education, their capacity to achieve equal rights, including financial independence, is also limited. Hence, feminist theory seeks to promote women's rights to equal education and its resulting benefits across the world. Women in the United States have been relatively late, historically speaking, to be granted entry to the public university system. The establishment of Title IX of the Education Amendments on 23 June 1972 was the first initiative to make discrimination on the basis of sex illegal in American education. Title IX states, "No person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any educational program or activity receiving federal financial assistance." As a result of Title IX, not only did women gain more self-confidence, they also had access to more career opportunities, which only men typically enrolled in, and more women were seen participating in athletic programs. Let's take a walk back into time and see how women carved their way into higher education in the United States. The following timeline mentions only a few accomplishments made either by women or for women to receive equal education as their male counterparts. In 1792, Sarah Pierce established the first institution in America for higher education of women in Litchfield, Connecticut. In 1831, Mississippi College became the first private institution to grant a degree to a woman in the United States. In fact, it granted degrees to two women whose names were Alice Robinson and Catherine Hall. On July 16, 1840, Catherine Benson was one of the earliest women to earn a college bachelor's degree from Wesleyan College, Georgia. In 1849, Elizabeth Blackwell received her medical degree from Geneva College in New York and became the first licensed woman physician in the United States. In 1855, the University of Iowa became the first co-educational state university. And finally, in 1980, women and men were enrolled in American colleges in equal numbers for the very first time. Despite these amazing achievements, in some parts of the world, women are still considered less than men when it comes to education. Gender stereotypes are one of the many reasons females face problems in education. Harmful gender stereotypes can affect girls before they step into a classroom, and in some cases, it may even prevent girls from going to school altogether. For example, stereotypical views that girls are domestic, homemakers, and caregivers may lead families to question the point of sending their daughters to school if they are to become wives and mothers, whilst the stereotype that men should be breadwinners means that boys are prioritized when it comes to education. Stereotypes about the different physical and cognitive abilities of girls and boys leads to certain school subjects and teaching methods being gendered. Boys are considered better suited to maths, technology, the sciences, and sports, whereas girls are considered better suited to the arts and humanities. This has the effect of excluding girls and boys from certain subjects, particularly in gender-segregated schools, where certain subjects are not even offered to female students. This affects girls in higher education studies and employment opportunities as girls and boys go on to study different subjects at university, with male subjects tending to lead to more lucrative and influential careers. Here is a YouTube video I found which explains this gender difference that somehow gets instilled in us from a very young age. This video provides a visual aid for these gender stereotypes.
This afternoon we're going to draw people doing different jobs, and the first job we're going to draw is a firefighter.
Have a think in your head what a firefighter looks like.
What's your firefighter called?
Mine's called Firefighter Gary.
Firefighter Stan. Firefighter Simon.
He's big and strong.
He's got a big helmet on.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
Next we're going to draw a surgeon.
Have you thought of a name for your surgeon?
Jim Bob.
Jim Bob.
He's a brain surgeon.
I think he would wear a stethoscope. He gives you medicine.
That's his ambulance.
Okay, next we're going to draw a fighter pilot.
This is his jet plane.
He rescues people.
He likes to do stunts in the air and stuff.
Okay, now who would like to meet these people for real?
They're dressed up.
My name's Tamsin and I'm a surgeon in the NHS.
My name's Lauren and I'm a pilot in the Royal Air Force.
My name's Lucy. I'm a firefighter in the London Fire Brigade.
So who wants to know how to do an operation?
Who's putting it on? Everyone's
Try my
put it on.
stethoscope.
We put this in here. There you go. Now you're a proper fighter pilot.
So into your ears. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
It's really good. It's much better, yeah, it's much better than the kids' one.
It is for reasons like these why my all-time favorite Disney princess movie has been Beauty and the Beast. Although this movie showcases anti-intellectual feelings in the village that reading is not for girls and shouldn't be allowed for girls, the movie shows this very progressive and defiant Belle who really wants to empower herself and other girls. She wants more for them than just marry the village Gaston. There have been several Belles throughout our history who have raised their voices for women's rights, and there continue to be more Belles who help empower women and the society as a whole. One such person who has brought about changes in society with her work is Shirley Walters. Not only did she advocate for women's empowerment, she is also involved with many civil society organizations that promote the concept of lifelong learning. Shirley has been the Professor of Adult and Continuing Education at the University of Western Cape, South Africa, since 1986. As the Director of the Division for Lifelong Learning, she continues to fight for access to learning for working people. Throughout her career, she has published widely on issues relating to gender, community education, and lifelong learning in higher education. Lifelong learning is a philosophy and an approach which encourages furthering education for adults, particularly those that belong to marginalized communities and are disadvantaged due to poverty and conflict. It can mean any form of learning adults engage in beyond traditional schooling, covering basic literacy to personal fulfillment. In developing countries where they have poorly developed education and training systems, lifelong learning plays a key role for adults. The Adult Learning and Education Initiative was started by UNESCO. The ultimate goal is to ensure that adults can participate fully in societies and the world of work by promoting personal and professional development. This movement, which is led and managed by people like Shirley Walters, is a crucial tool in alleviating poverty, improving health and well-being, and ensuring that people have the necessary capabilities to take control of their lives and their destinies.